Okay, I'm hoping the sound is okay here. Okay, we can skip all that. Hold on one sec. Hold on one second. Okay. Alright, here we go. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to
We're
Karin
back.
Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing.
Oh, jeez.
By Karin Tilly, the Witcher had a
That
dream
crazy kid, man.
Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited.
The godlings, they
Geralt now
freak me
knew
out
that
to no
find
end.
Ciri, he would first need to
Sorry, hopefully I'm not too loud here. I can see my audio is peaking just a little bit. I'm trying to compensate for the fact that I've got a bunch of fan noise around me, just because I got to keep my room somewhat cool in these, shall we say, spicy times. Yeah, so hopefully this is okay. Hopefully there's not too much fan noise going on in the background. I want my audio to be nice and crisp for everybody. Okay. Cool. How we doing? We still doing okay? Okay. All right. So last we left the Witcher, Geralt here. We met up with apparently an old friend back there named Zoltan Chevet, and we are on the search for Dandelion, or as I like to call him, Dandelion. I just think it sounds cooler. Like if your name was Dandelion, wouldn't you want to go by Dandelion instead? I mean, come on, Dandelion. I don't know. I think I'd might use that name instead. Um. So meanwhile, we are going to loot letter from Fran. Ah, here we go. Letter from Fran. When will you return to Sidaris? I hope it will be soon, for I miss you terribly. Waiting to see you again literally pains me. Literally pains you? I doubt that very much. If you are to come, send me a message beforehand. I'll ask my mistress for a day off. Huh? Okay, Dandelion's planner. Here we go. Rosevar Adder? Or is it Rosa Var Atre? Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humour's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Charming garden-enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly. Though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf, villa next to the morgue. Vespula! Though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a Big Dipper? Wow. Far corner is laundry near the mouth of the Pontar. Marabella. Though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. The Bits near Popper's Square. Elihal, a figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes, or be made a fool. Tailor's shop across from the tannery. Ah, yes. So we are supposed to find all the women that Dandelion has courted. Yay, we made level 10. We made level 10. What's this? Letter from a female admirer. The thrust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. The whole world suddenly set to spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar, the music, the singing, you. For that one brief moment I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords. Whew! Wow, okay. The man has a way with words, doesn't he? Alright, so let's just continue looting some of this stuff here. Crystallized essence. Oh, that's the stash. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. What's all this? Oh, I got a bunch of maces. I could probably sell all this. Actually, yeah, I do want to sell some stuff. I honestly, all this alchemy stuff, like I don't know. I don't know. Is there a way? I guess I should just look this up, but I wonder if you transfer stuff over, does that also, does it mean you can still craft it, or does it get rid of, like, do you have to come back to the stash to actually craft something? I wonder. Wait a minute, hold on. This, none of this even has any weight. I just realized. So it's really kind of pointless to be. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking this stuff had weight to it. Let's just bring it all back. Okay, okay, okay. And then the other stuff, I think, like the weapons and stuff, I'll just.
Nose is too small.
Apparently the nose is too small. Okay. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is, I just want to go sell all the weapons and stuff that I'm not going to use.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Okay. What is this, a game of Gwent? There's some Gwent cards! Not that I really care about that. Letter from Bombhill. What is that? Beaumille de Rab. Beaumille de Rab. Let's read it. Dear Viscount, once more I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to my grace. Oh, to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes with which you serenaded us so touched my wife's mother, the Baroness Deuvlet. Deuvlet? Called in some circles a cold and heartless bitch, that tears of tender emotion appeared in her eyes. Beaumille de Rab. And some would call her a cold and heartless bitch. Interesting. Hey, there's a loot right there. Is that a broken loot? And maybe no. Oh, there's an upstairs. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs, check out what he's got. Okay. Oh, there's more. There's more upstairs. There's upstairs, and then there's more upstairs. Hello. Is this all Dandelion's house? Or Dandelion, as I'd like to call him. Yep, always could use some more water. Alright, that's enough jumping around there, Geralt. You don't get too excited. He can't own this whole thing. Does he just live here by himself? I wonder. I wonder. Water. What was that? Demetrian. Sure. I don't know why Geralt is jumping like that. Has nothing to do with me accidentally pushing the jump button. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for bread. Hey, stud guy. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Carol jumps like a toad. Yes, he does. Oh my god. And he apparently likes to climb on stuff like a spider, too. I am doing well, friend. I hope you're doing well, too. I'm trying to beat the heat, as a lot of people are in this day and age. Funny thing is, I've got AC downstairs, but my office and where I do my streaming is all upstairs, and so I am baking right now, but it's okay. I got a couple of fans running. I hope it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, hopefully you're staying cool where you are. Well, that's good. You're in a place where you can get AC all the time. Nice. Oh, you can't hear any fan? Nice. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I got a pretty good microphone, so I'm just always worried there's like sound bleeding in or something. But yeah, no, as far as streaming full time, no, I do not. I wish I could. I actually am a video producer and editor by trade, and I love playing video games. And I figured, hey, you know what? Why not try some streaming? I love watching streams on Twitch and stuff, and I really get into the like the GDQs and stuff like that when they come out. And yeah, I don't know. Just I like a lot of streamers. It looks like a lot of fun. It's something that if I'm gonna play, I might as well stream because it's fun for me, and hopefully I can entertain some people along the way. Anyway, all right. Let's see. I'm doing the Novigrad stuff. So we beat all the Velen stuff. I'm trying to stick to the main quest as much as possible, but I've been doing some side quests just so I can level up a little bit more. But once I leveled up to where I want, I just go back to the main quest. And so, yeah, cool. Yeah, so this is my first playthrough of the game. And yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I get really bogged down by side quests. Like open world games, I love, but I am just too old for that now. Like I just don't have the time anymore. When you have family and kids and all that kind of stuff, it just like I try and get through all these things as quickly as possible. So, like the last open world game I played was what was it? Horizon Zero Dawn. No. Yeah, it was that one, and I beat that one. Yep, old, super old. Um, so I did that one, but I stopped because I couldn't do. I was just getting bogged down by all the side quests and stuff. And I get that it's fun, and I've had some fun with this game for sure, but it's just it gets to be too much for me. All right, let's talk to Zoltan and see what he's got to say.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Oh man, that's a tough question, dude. That is tough. I got to create a list. Fave game. Okay, fave game recently is, let's say, fave game of this generation. Well, last generation, I guess, because I don't really have a fave of the current stuff. But I would say Red Dead Redemption 2.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach, and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
Yeah, man. RDR2 is fantastic. Yeah, and that's a game that it's yeah, I mean, I could just spend hours just like riding around in that game. It's so good. It's the one game where I didn't even use the fast travel because I loved just exploring everything in that game.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh. Truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him a stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw
Consumptive
flower
pheasant.
pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Nope. No, I haven't played any Gwent. I have no interest in that.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into
I
human
might. I
form.
mean, who knows?
She
Never say
shunned
never,
her
right?
lessons
But
in civility, to swing
right now, like I
her
said, I'm just trying to
agility.
focus on the main
Dwarf. Never
quest as
suspected
much
he'd
as
be so
possible.
humble.
Dwarfs, what Rosa ver Atre named her Guihir.
So you said you were playing this, right? Where are you? You're
Her dad's
are you still doing the Velen stuff?
of the Imperial Legation. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric, but we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Not much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty is like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Cool. All right, Zoltan.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Let's go talk to these broken flowers then, shall we? As far as other games, you know, like I said, so RDR2 definitely fave game of this generation. You know, one of my favorite games of all time, it was one of the first like truly cinematic games for me, was Metal Gear Solid on the original PlayStation. Yeah, I know. I told you I'm an old guy. I'm an old guy, so hey,
I will get you every last copper.
forgive my
Really.
tastes, but
Give me
that's
a
still one
week,
of my faves.
please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Ooh,
What you hollering for, stupid?
these
wench?
jester dudes,
What you hollering
man.
for? A knight in shining armor?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Pay what she owes. Get out of here.
Go. Now.
Now listen, you might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah. 4 men collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
They're stinker gang. Together now. Kill the horse.
Oh. Bye. Alright. Every time I get back into this game, I gotta get used to the combat. Come here, buddy. You using a crossbow? Can't crossbow me.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. That was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Dandelion. Yeah, let's ease into this conversation a little bit more.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well.
Oh
I suppose
god.
this move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Need to ask you about Dandelion.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Poor Dandelion.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Ooh. Now this lady's spicy. Alright.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Still got a soft spot for Dandelion, eh? Alright. What's next? These shady individuals. What are these guys up to?
It's getting cold.
There we go. I always like doing that. Hello.
Welcome. Do come in.
Elihal? This is Elihal? Alright. This is surprising. Dandelion is an interesting fellow. Oh, is this guy an elf? Hey, buddy.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elihal.
You've come to the right
Elihal.
spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Elihal?
All of the above.
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Didn't we all?
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Wait here. Wait, what are you gonna do? You're gonna slip into something a little more comfortable? Ah, yep. Okay.
Any better?
So it's that.
Senor,
Elihal.
did you and Dandelion... I mean, how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
And then...
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Alright.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
can
you,
help with
buddy.
much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Cool. Is he just gonna stay like that now? Nice. Ellie Hall. Don't mind me, Ellie Hall. I'm just looking around. Just looking around. Cool. Okay. Alright. Let's talk to Marabella. Oh, look at those dudes. Cleaver's hench dwarf. Alright. Yeah, these shady individuals, man. What is their deal? What's this guy doing? Eternal Fire Priest? Okay. Refugee. You guys gonna let this guy in, or what's happening? Hey. Yeah, that's right. Stand to attention. What about you, buddy? You got something you want to say? Wait, can I ignite this? Oh, hell yeah, I can ignite it. I'm gonna ignite your little fire here, buddy. Okay. Geralt, come on. There we go. How's that? You like that? Good? Keeping you nice and warm? Oh yeah, I should do the other one too, huh? Alright. Enough messing around. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, what's this person doing? Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I really am. But I got work to do. I am a poor, starving man myself. Damn, I don't know. What's going on with this pig?
My man comes home blood dyed, head to toe, every day. Works for slaughterhouse.
Reminds me of Bloodborne.
No bread, no coin, poor as shite.
Do. Hey, dwarf. How's it going? Haircut time. No, not really. Rat. There's another shady individual. Hi, guys.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I am she. Let's be polite.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever. Where'd he get bit?
Meanwhile, Geralt will loot your classroom. And knock over a bunch of chairs. Bring your children to Marabella's school for tots, where they will learn reading, writing, and respect for the gods. We charge no fees, but welcome donations from all. Your generosity is what keeps us going. What's happening over there?
He's as good as in the grave.
The tree is blowing through the house. You realize that, Marabella? Your house is not entirely stable. More books? Yeah. More books. Alrighty. Do. A broken rake. Emerald dust. Okay, sure. I'll take the emerald dust. Ballads. What shall become of Temeria? Alright, Marabella. What's up, girl?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes.
Dandelion.
Most afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercise is true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Jeep! A snaky whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
Okay.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Alright, well, thank you for that.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
She's just like, Diary of a Fire Swallower. Rivian Creek. Water. I'll take the water, man. I need all the hydration I can get right now. Okie dokie. Alright. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey. They're using that the kid like the, you know, that stock kids track, that laugh track that they use in like every movie ever made. They're using it in The Witcher 3 too, baby. Alright. Alright, where am I going? Okay, so it says to go up here. We gotta talk to Molly. Oh boy!
Looks like rain.
Yeah, it looks like rain. That's right. Hasn't it been raining for a while? Alright, we got another shady individual. I'm gonna find out what you guys are up to. Don't you worry. Okay, let's see. What else is going on here? Is this just like a shortcut? Shortcut. Rich townsman. Because we need more of those guys, don't we? Oh, the merchant. Yeah. Actually, does this place not have like a blacksmith? I'd like to sell these weapons. Nothing? Okay. I see how it is. Notice board. Reminder. Most honorable townspeople, please remember to warn any passers-by who might currently be found beneath your window before emptying out your chamber pots. City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. Interesting. Bulk prose delivery. Okay, we'll buy books. High stakes Gwent tournament. Contract. Haunted house. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation. Documentation regarding prior achievements and written references preferred, who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned, Count Kurt Dysart. Or Dysart, I don't know. In order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. A sizable reward is guaranteed. Sincerely, Kurt Dysart, Count of Anchor, by writ of King Foltest, temporarily in residence at the Kingfisher. Yeah. Take that one. Portrait artist wanted. I am in need of a portrait artist to paint a likeness of my beloved daughter. This portrait is needed in order to finalize the betrothal contract in which she is to enter with a young man from Kovir. Note that the canvas should be ornamented without an exaggerated emphasis on realism, concentrating instead on bringing out my darling's character. Martin Earhart. Aww. Aww. His baby girl. I see Go Witcher, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Contract. Door slamming shut. Yeah, let's talk to Molly. Wait, what's happening here? She's being guarded?
This Baronet's Lavalette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you.
Lavalette.
Baronets don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your
I ain't
chamber.
just
Come on.
anyone.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness.
Nope.
Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette. An Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Is it? We've met before. Met Voorhees in Vizima. Let's just say this.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Sure.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
On our way, then. Gildorf. The Vegelbud's estate a few hours later. Well, it's nice of them to skip ahead for us like that.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kakir, the champion from Vol.
That's a nice looking horse.
For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian.
Nimrod.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Know a lot about horses.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be
Oh, I thought she
far
said he's a
more honest
moron.
than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not
Little
what I came
race.
here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I could use a new saddle. Let's race. But I really want to talk to Molly too. Okay, let's race.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose?
Which steed do you choose? Oh man, I can't use Roach. The Zaracanian Bay. You know what? I'll go with the Cantarella. Because gray is a good color.
The gray mare looks nimble. Besides, knew a man named Kai here once. I'll go with her.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zaracanian Bay. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Let's begin. I should have done Nemrod, man. Nemrod! Why didn't I pick Nemrod? Alright, let's go.
Come on. Let's go.
Go! Alright. Go, you fool!
Don't spare the horse.
I'm just trying to get my stamina back. No passing on the right. Hey! No passing on the right. There we go. Hey, this Calavera or whatever is doing real nice. She's a swift one. How many laps we gotta do? Oh, just one? Okay.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Cha-ching! Superior Racing
Could I talk to
Saddle.
your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all.
Yep.
Portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must
The
find us
portly
somewhere
young
to return
woman.
to Novigrad. We'd be delighted
You mean
to join
curvy,
your journey.
I think, right?
Youth these days, they're brave.
The curvy lass. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks, Morvron. And Rachel, I think? I don't remember what her name was. Raquel? Okay, Geralt, come on. There we go.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The
Mm-hmm.
one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
Sure.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
I can't.
Or maybe his sister could help you. Such a
His
nice
sister. Dandelion doesn't have a sister. You aware of that? Remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
to take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Well, Dandelion's a jerk, isn't he?
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Wonder why.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
Talk to Rosa Var Otter. Otter.
Nothing
Otter.
as much as life.
Say what now? Wait, who's up here? Oh, that one guy, right?
Youth these days, they're brained.
That's his name? Mortron or Morvin? And Mary! Why the hell did I think her name was Rachel?
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Yeah, actually.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Let's go. That's pretty cool that they do that, actually. The free city of Novigrad. A few hours later.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
See ya. Alright, so now we go talk to Rosa.
No loitering round here.
I'll chase the pansy all the way to the garden.
Hey guys, what's up?
Did you catch him?
Locked?
Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
Sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Oh, is it because it's late? Find a way into the Var Atra Villa. Can you guys just let me in? Hi, are you sleeping? Hey.
What do you want?
I might ask you the same question. I'm the new swordplay instructor. I'm the new cook. Ah, God, Geralt. I'm really curious about this option here.
I'm the new cook.
And them pointy things sticking out behind you, they your cleavers?
Away with you, vagrant.
Why did you say that, Geralt? Why? Alright, let's try again.
Didn't hear me tell you we ain't looking for no cook.
Aw, come on, really? Guess I'll have to find a different way.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
be?
I don't think I can climb that, can I? Climb! Nope. I think I can climb this, though. Maybe? Get it! Nope. Get it! Get it! Nope. Do. Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just looking for any potential weaknesses into the structure here. Do. There we go. Come on, really? Come on. Okay. What's with this cat? Hey! Sure. I'm just... Hey. Hey. It's okay. It's okay. Wait, what's this? Hi! Youth? Are you talking about me? I was hoping there'd be a way through through the building over there. No? Okay. Cat, you know what? I am not doing anything to you. Yeah, you better run. Oh, you know what? Is this a well? And... Wow. Can I get in this? Nope. I wonder... Oh, wait, here we go. Ah. Here we go. Let's see if this is something. I bet there's going to be drowners or some kind of shit down here, isn't there? Drowners! Drowners! Okay. Actually, hold on. Last time I did pick up some new weapons. So let's see if there's anything. Novigrad's sword does a little bit more damage. I think all these other ones aren't any better. Yeah, so we could probably sell this. A mace though, huh? Have not used a mace. I don't think I'll be using a mace. Although this Novigrad sword does a little bit more damage. Sure. Sure, why not? Oh man, I need to repair some stuff though, don't I? What else I got? Oh yeah, the saddle. There we go. That's right, I got that new saddle. Wait a minute. Don't I have a... Oh yeah, I do have a repair kit. Might as well do that. And then I do have an ability point that I could use. Oh, I got the empty slots. Empty slot! I got an empty slot. Let's use it. What should I put in there? Let's see. Survival instinct. Steady shot. I kind of like that one. Because I want my crossbow to do more damage. I guess I'll just... Wait, isn't this activated? I thought this was activated. Oh, upgrade. That's what I'm trying to do. Upgrade ability. Yes. Cool. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, drowners. Oh, shit. Yep. Well said, Geralt. Well said. Ow! Drowners. Monster eye, huh? Wait a minute, I don't think I have a monster bone. Let's see. Monster bone. Monster bone. I was gonna say something really immature. A vial. Okay. There's mushrooms!
There's something here. Great to use the eye.
Oh no. A hag. Hello. Ow. Ah! Damn it. Get out of there. Yikes! Nope! Okay. Alright. No. Back up. Back up. Back up just a second. Let's start over. Let's start over. Hey, no. Yikes. Get out, get out, get out. Get out. Damn. That was rough. That was rough. Those water hags, man. That's not fun. Ooh, an illusory wall. Alright, I am going to come back for that illusory wall. I just want to loot these guys real quick. See if they got anything good. Anything in here? Hold on. Alright. Somebody's been sleeping here. I'll just take it. Wolf's liver. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. This will keep going. Actually, you know what? Can I meditate for a little bit? Or is it gonna let me? Yeah, cool. Yay! There we go. Just wanted to get my health back there. Okay, so this is not the way. Look at that tree over there. Glitching out. It's dancing. It's a dancing tree. Oh, it's not going to do it anymore. Okay, so clearly this is not. Cool. So there was another way, which was down, I believe. So let's go down that way. Hopefully not run into any more water hags. Okay. Keep forgetting about my crossbow, too. Quinn is nice. That's usually the only sign I end up using, just because I like that, having that shield. Something's gonna pop up, isn't it? No? This looks like I should be able to open this. No? Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a dead guy here. Yes, I will take your apple. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. Sorry for your sacrifice. Okay, wait a minute. This... Oh. This... I was so sure this was going to lead me into that place. That kind of pisses me off, actually. It was so good. It was such a well thought out design choice. If that was, if it was, but it wasn't. Damn it. Okay, I guess I have to find yet another way in. Okay. Excusez-moi. Sorry, buddy. I'm surprised this place doesn't have a blacksmith. At least none that I could find. It might be somewhere... Oh, yeah, actually, there is a blacksmith down here. Oh, and there's a quest. I gotta go all the way down there, though, huh? For now, I just want to get into that building, guys. Let me in the damn building. Yeah, well, you know, I don't really care right now. I just need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to the lady that lives in here. Again? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, now you're gonna talk to me? What you want? Alright, let's try this one.
Rosa var Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
Okay, that one you buy. Alright, nice.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
wooden way. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Okay, lead the way, buddy. Do I need to equip this? Or is it already equipped? Because, yeah, I definitely don't want to do anything stupid here.
Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start
That he
with.
did.
I must know your worth.
Wood. Didn't I already pick up one? Oh, cool. Alright. That looks cooler than what I was wearing, so... yeah, I'll take it. Oh shit, here we go. Alright, come on. There's actually blood. Sorry. I was told this was safe.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Yikes!
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
What?
Really?
You're gonna
And who are you? And how on
He
earth
spills the
did you get it?
beans right away. I guess I might as well just be totally honest at this point.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid.
Oh, okay.
I always wanted to meet a witcher.
Yep.
This is so exciting.
I am a witcher. I'm looking for Dandelion.
incredibly, but we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Oh, okay. Round 2. Let's go.
Stop floating and fight. Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Whoa, lady. Remember who beat you the first time? Come on.
Stop floating and fight. Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one.
Oh, now you're gonna talk nice? Okay. Gladly. Yeah, you know, I could always use the coin.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship
Whoa.
with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind.
Twin sisters?
Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Haha.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly
Dandelion.
have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
He's just like interested in politics.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trabaritz.
Trabaritz.
Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kaviri.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta.
Calonetta. Interesting.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
I will.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Where and when? Yes.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Her sister's just like, fuck. And let's get my dumpy clothes back on, sure. Oh, I thought there was like a guard just like staring at him. But this is like the armored suits. The suits of armor, I should say. New quest, fencing lessons. Okay. Hi! You realize I'm standing here, right? Okay, see ya. See ya! So, Edna and Rosa. Very nice. Taking your Redanian herbals. Alright, so interesting women we have met today. Really, really cool. So let's talk to Zoltan, see what Zoltan has to say about all this. And also ask about a Calonetta. Holy shit! Hello. Now watch where you're opening those doors, huh? Girl's just like, alright. What am I looting here? Am I looting through the wall? I'm looting through the wall. Nice. Casket. Silver pantaloons. I think I can sell all that, right? Sell. I just need to find the blacksmith. What's this? Sure. Sure, I'll take it. Hey guys, thanks for letting me in. Ho! We don't want to talk about this now, do we? Do we? Apple and Onion Man. If you haven't seen that show, don't watch it. It'll get inside your head and plant a seed And it'll never go away. Hey, it's another shady individual. Shady individual? Oh, two shady individuals standing right next to each other. Hey, you guys are a little too close for comfort. What's going on? Shady individual. Oh, you better go left. Hey, he's going left, right? You gotta go left. He's going that way. You can't go the same way. Two shady individuals cannot be in the same space at the same time. Shit. Uh-oh. What's happening? Hello? Oh, hi. These guys. Hello. What's up? Where's my crossbow? There we go. Come here. Really? Dude! Hey, you guys started this. Get over here now. Alright, come on. Nice. Oh, that was good. Whoa! What's this guy doing? Hey, these guys started fighting me, man. Hey, I don't want any trouble. Don't want any trouble. Did you see me slice that dude's head off there? So the guard's like, whoa, that's taking it too far, buddy. Alright. Alright, let's go to whatever his name is. Zoltan. Zoltan. Wherefore art thou, Zoltan? I thought at first, because I bumped into the shady individual, that he started something. So that was my assumption when that all started like that, so. Alright. Well, alright, here we go. Zoltan.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bum? What's this? I've even drunk.
Who are you talking to? Oh, the bird, huh? That's cool.
Savory crackers.
Alright, buddy.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot. You do remember, right? Where did you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could be. It weren't possible. Ah, but Dandelion's what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Priscilla?
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Yep.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
The owl. After sundown. Okay, well, I guess we got some time to kill then. You know what? Let's go find the blacksmith.
My wife's mum's an old succubus.
Okay, thanks for that, buddy. Alright. Oh, so I'm pretty close to this. Pretty close to the blacksmith.
We can go at it here. My place.
No, should all come for the room.
Wait, where is he? Oh, is he in the building? Locked? There we go. Hattori?
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
Are you joking? Silver blades. Who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long.
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently,
Hattori, man.
dumplings.
Master of dumplings, huh?
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Yeah. Get me a dumpling.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jokes aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Oh man, does this mean so he doesn't actually do any smithing anymore, does he?
Quite a collection.
I gotta help him out.
Quality too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see.
I get that.
Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver, frequently.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... would you be willing to help me?
That's why I'm here, I guess. I was just hoping for a blacksmith, man. Okay.
Want me to help you get your supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from the collection?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. You must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
A trebuchet, a trebuchet. I really want a sword, actually, man. Yeah, let's do it.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Of swords and dumplings. Well, that went completely unexpectedly for me. I just want to repair my stuff and sell my useless gear and junk. And I can't do that until I help this guy out. Let's see, is he the only blacksmith? He's probably the only one, huh? I think he's the only one. I think I've already looked. Yeah, so I think the only way to get that moving is that I probably have to do that quest. Although I really want to finish... Let's go do this one. So, meet Zoltan in the Kingfisher Inn after sundown. Okay. Let's do this first. There's another shady individual. Sorry. Wait, here we go. Hello. Wait, not you. Wait, where's the merchant? This guy the merchant? Hey, buddy, I'm gonna step on your stuff. No? Where's the... Okay, here's the merchant. Hello. You guys, man.
Welcome. Welcome.
Let me at least see if I can sell you some of this. What have you got there? Right. Never mind. He doesn't even have any... What's this stuff? Allspice. Mandrake root. I think I can at least sell... Yeah, I can sell this stuff, right? Silver pantaloons. We got a couple of caskets. We got a few dolls. We got an inkwell. glass. What's this? Bear hide. Sheepskin. Pig hide. Old bear hide. Okay. What's this? Rusty hammerhead. Old goat hide. Good enough. Alright, what else? What else? Oh, I guess I could sell the old saddle that I got. I guess I could sell him the weapons too. The only thing is he doesn't sell the repair kits. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using any of these maces. What's the highest level mace that I got? I think the one up there. Novigrad longsword. Gildorf sword. Sell that. Oops, what's this? Okay. Alright, I guess that's okay. No luck with the repair kits, though. That's fine. That's fine. At least I got rid of a bunch of my junk. Oh boy, man, it is toasty. I only typically stream for a couple hours a day when I do. So my current schedule is actually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, well, 2 to 4. So that's my schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 2 to 4. I'm probably going to go a little bit longer today. Well, maybe not, because I started a little bit late. But I think I got to cut it off at about 2 hours. Anyway, just because it is just getting unbearably hot up here. So it's hitting peak afternoon hours for me, and it's getting up there. So yeah. So just a heads up, I'm gonna be stopping the stream in about 15 minutes or so. Wait a minute, there's a blacksmith. God damn it. Oh well, at least I can get some let's get some stuff repaired.
Reforged.
Indeed.
What do you have on offer?
A Velen longsword, huh? How about this one? Novigrad longsword. I mean, I'm gonna help that guy out, so I'm not really in the market for a ooh, rugged saddlebags. 463. Okay, buddy. What about these? Journeyman's weapon repair kit. Nice. Amateur's weapon repair kit. Item durability restored. Yeah, I'll take a couple of these. It's always good to have them on. Good to have these on hand. I kind of want to do... I like this one because it's got a slot. I might just sell the rest of these then. How about... Yeah, let's get the Velen longsword. And then I'll sell the rest of these. And that. Alright, and then let's
So long.
He walked all the way out there to talk to me? Interesting. Okay. And then let's whip that bad boy. And then I'll sell that one to him. Hey, where you going?
Need something sharpened? Reforged?
Yes.
What do you have on offer?
Yes. And then we'll just sell this guy. Actually, we'll sell one of these. We'll sell 2 of these. I don't think I have any more junk to sell, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to... Dismantle, remove upgrade. No, repair is what we really want, so... Repair equipped, yeah, let's just repair it all. That's fine. Okay. Now let's see if we can craft something. Cured leather. Dimaterium. Dimeridium? Master crafted silver sword. Wait a minute. Oh, I would need level 16 to use it though. Because I could make a couple of silver ingots right now, couldn't I? Yeah. Well, I could make 1 silver ingot, I guess. Alright, cool, dude. Cool. Well, that's all I wanted to do for now.
So long.
So long. Alright, so let's just get over here. Let's see if I can do this really quick and then call it a day. Hey Hobbs, how's it going? My cat just showed his face. I don't get how he's still up here. He's been under the bed. And it's like, dude, it is sweltering up here, buddy. You should go downstairs. Alright, here we go. Oh, after sundown, right? So let's... that's probably good. Let's meditate. Sun's going down. Well, okay. It's not quite all the way down. Wait, is this another one of those? Oh, okay. Lock. Locked. Key required. Alright, let's just meditate just a tiny bit more. I don't want to go that late, but... It just still looked kind of bright. Really? 9 p.m., huh? Alright, let's see if this works. Let's see if it works.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
I like that. Arse rests.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes down what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy,
Zoltan.
of violet eyes glistening.
Got some salt in my eyes.
I know
Don't mind me.
fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound, the wish I whispered when it all began.
Is Geralt gonna break down?
Forge a love you might never have found.
You know you want to cry, Geralt. Do it.
My dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Wow. She is good. Cheat is good. Standing ovation.
I know him!
Whoa, what?
'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
Wait, what?
Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Music. Music!
The world? The fuck it is.
Whoa, dude. Calm your ass down, man. Jesus.
Permits me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid.
I like
Very
that.
funny, truly. So, see you later.
Not here. Come with me.
Nice. I like her.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad.
Whoreson Jr.
Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
I could just be like, well, hope Dandelion gets out of this alive. Oh god, but I'm not. I guess I'll save his ass. Again.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven.
Siggy Reuven.
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful though. He's a dangerous character.
Aren't they all?
So am I.
Yeah.
Don't doubt it.
So am I.
Mine's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Dandelion, you fuck. Alright, well.
Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait.
On that note.
Warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Quest completed. Hey, level 11. One more point available. Okay, well, that about wraps me up here. It is 2 hours on the dot. Yeah, like I said, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Whoa, his fingers were twitching out there. That was crazy. So catch me live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am Spicetronaut. You can also watch the VODs from past streams. I'm also up on YouTube at Cross Beyond, on Twitter at Cross Beyond. Yeah. Let's save this before I forget. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Stud Guy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, Foregathers. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the little conversation we had at the beginning there. I'm probably going to create like an About Me page or some kind of thing that has some more info on me in terms of games and what I like to play and things like that. I've been around for a while, in Earth years, that is, and I've played a lot. So I have a lot of games I've played, a lot of games I want to play on stream. I honestly, I don't know why I settled on Witcher 3 as my first stream. Maybe, I don't know. It's a game that I had in my Steam library for a while. I bought it when it was on sale and didn't play it until, now. And I was like, well, I might as well put it on stream, and it's good. It's been fun. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'm trying to focus on the main quest as much as possible, but I'll be doing some side quest stuff here and there as it tickles my fancy. But for the most part, I'll be focusing on main quest just because I want to get it done. I want to get the story, and I want to play it and know it, and I don't know. I'm losing my mind up here in the heat, though, guys. So I gotta duck down below in my air-conditioned living room downstairs. So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching again. Please follow me at Cross Beyond on Twitter. You can also go to crossbeyondproductions.com. That is my website. I am a video producer, director, editor, all things video by trade. I'm a freelance creative, I guess, if you want to call it that. So yeah, streaming is not my full-time job, and in fact, I make no money off of it right now. But it's something like I enjoy doing, so I will continue to do it for the foreseeable future as I'm available. And my cat is meowing and he wants to get out, so we're gonna go. Anyway, thanks. Keep it spicy. Have a good weekend. Stay cool. Eat your spicy food, but like stay cool while you do it. That's the trick, man. All right. Well, I'm heading out. Bye-bye.